Hello, second graders. Today we are talking about present tenses and their question forms. We will pay special attention to present simple tense and present continuous tense. So, let's start. First, let's see something about question words. You have here question words written in red. Let's see. First one, who refers to people. You have here an example. Why refers to reason or explanation. Where refers to position or place. Which refers to choice or an alternative. When refers to time, occasion or moment. What refers to specific thing or an object, and how refers to way, manner or form. You have questions with how often, how much, how many, how old. Let's go to present simple tense and questions. For subject, I, you, we, they, we write do, auxiliary do, and verb. For subject, he or she or it, we use does auxiliary plus verb. Please be careful. Third person verbs lose the final S in questions. You see, these verbs have no final S. Let's look at the examples. You do the homework in the afternoon. Do you do the homework in the afternoon? And we want to ask a question for this part, in the afternoon. We use question word when and write do you do the homework. Second example for third person singular. Mary walks in the park. Does Mary walk? You see, walk has no S at the end. In the park. If we want to write a question for this part, in the park, we use where question word and then the interrogative form of the sentence. Does Mary walk? Okay, let's continue to present simple continuous questions. For subject I, we use auxiliary am as a formal verb to be plus verb with ing ending. Okay. For subject he, she, it, we use is auxiliary plus verb with ing. And for subject we or you or they, we use are as a formal verb to be and main verb with ing form. Please remember, verbs ending in y, like in studying, do not change it into e before you add ing. Verbs ending in e, like write, lose it before we add ing ending. And short one-syllable verbs ending in consonant, vowel, consonant, like sit, double the last consonant before we add ing ending. Let's look at the examples. We are reading an interesting book at the moment. Are we reading an interesting book at the moment? And if we want to ask a question for an interesting book, we use question word what and interrogative form of sentence in present simple continuous. are we reading at the moment? You must omit this part from the question because the question word refers to it. Let's look at the second example. My cousin is visiting her grandparents today. Interrogative form. Is my cousin visiting her grandparents today? And if we want to ask a question for this word today, we use question word when and then the interrogative form of this sentence, and you see that today is omitted from the question because this word when refers to it. Now let's exercise. We have here some sentences. Peter goes swimming 3 times a week. We have to write question. You have question word. How often? What will be the answer to this sentence? Let's think a bit. Here we will use this structure. How often does Peter go? The following sentence. He speaks German, Spanish, and Russian. Question word. How many languages? Think a bit. Yes, you are right. Does he speak? I'm crying because I'm so upset today. Question word why refers to this part, because I'm so upset today. Why are you crying? Please be careful. If we have subject I, you must use you in questions. Next example. They usually spend their weekends in the country. Where? Where do they usually spend their weekends? Kate is going on holiday at the end of the month. When? Is Kate going? Because we are talking about present simple continuous. Example number 6. Paul finishes his work at 6:30. What time does Paul finish his work? And the last example, he is studying English and literature this term. What? This term. Is he studying? Okay? Write these sentences and complete them with appropriate endings. Last exercise for today is for your homework. Your task is to write questions in present continuous or present simple. Please pay attention to time clauses referring to present continuous or present simple. And that's it for today. Thank you for your attention.